Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is U.S. Immigration Attorney Hardim Tripathi from Trip Law. Today I want to speak with you about cases where doctors are very important working with attorneys to help you and your family ultimately obtain that immigration benefit, maybe a visa or green card or even citizenship. So there's a lot of cases we get where lately we've started to see the importance of medical professionals with respect to your case. So what we mean by that is, let's say you're a victim of a crime, unfortunately, and you have either suffered mental distress or physical distress from the hands of a perpetrator who caused harm to you. Well, in this case, you would need to meet with a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a counselor or someone who's a mental health practitioner who can ultimately do what's called a psych eval for you. These psych evals are a very important piece of evidence because it proves to the government that you have indeed suffered some sort of extreme or undue hardship based on a physical or mental health-based perspective. So let's say you were working, while you were here, and someone was sticking you up at gunpoint in a store or something, and you were basically hit with a gun, or maybe they pointed a gun at you but they didn't shoot, but it caused you mental health trauma. Now you suffer from anxiety, you're scared of being in front of big groups. There's a lot of things that could come out of that very traumatic experience that you just went through. Well, the only person who usually can help you from a medical perspective to highlight the trauma that you went through, either physically or mentally, would be a psychiatrist or a doctor. And these doctors are really important because what we do is we team up with those doctors to help get a medical examination or a psych eval done for you that we then read and analyze and then write a legal brief on your behalf to submit with that U visa victim of crime case. And that basically is your meat and potatoes of your case. It is the best piece of evidence. USCIS is going to give a lot of weight to that because these are medical professionals who use things like the DSM-5 or these medical procedures to basically find out what is going on in your life from a mental health perspective or from a physical perspective based on that perpetrator attacking you if you're in a U visa perspective. Let's say in another context, let's say you're applying for citizenship and you're someone with a green card trying to apply for citizenship, but you're a little bit more seasoned, you're hard of hearing, you have cognitive deficiencies, maybe you had a traumatic brain injury, you fell off a motorcycle or something and your head got rattled, maybe you suffer from lack of a good vision, you don't have good vision. These are all things that the doctor, the optometrist, the ophthalmologist, the psychiatrist, the doctors, they're all going to look at that. These MDs and DOs are going to look at that, and they're basically going to write a report. And in that report, that now allows you to have someone who is your guardian come in and accommodate you at these interviews and basically serve as your mouthpiece of sorts to basically help you get past that interview, because you may suffer from physical or mental deficiencies that might not allow you to do the best job that you could possibly do at that interview, at the citizenship interview. So in that case, we utilize the doctor's expertise, and they basically use that expertise to write a nice report, and they actually provide the forms that are needed to provide to USCIS that we then review, and then we then work as your attorneys partnering with those medical professionals to make sure we do our best to ensure that you win your citizenship case. So if you look at it from a U visa perspective or a citizenship perspective, or even applying for a green card if you had a spouse that was abusing you with like Violence Against Women Act issues or issues involving threats that were made to you, things like that, domestic violence, especially post-COVID, a lot of this was going on. These are all things that can basically help your case. If you had a I-751 removal of conditions where you're trying to get that 10-year green card, but you are trying to go from your 2-year green card to your 10-year green card, but your spouse decided to leave you. Maybe they threatened you because you were an immigrant. These are all things that are very important, and we would basically utilize the medical professionals' help to then remove those conditions so that you can have your 10-year green card and then self-petition later to apply after 5 years, total of 5 years in aggregate, to apply for citizenship. So in every step of the immigration process, medical professionals are so important, and we work with them as your attorney. We work with them to make sure that we ensure the best chance of success for your case. So this video is to kind of highlight the importance of medical professionals working together with legal professionals to have a medical-legal partnership so that your immigration case ultimately succeeds. And that is our job here at Trip Law, is to make sure that we basically utilize all resources to the best of our ability within the confines of the law to make sure that you are ultimately getting the best service possible, and you're basically portraying your case ethically and legally and to the fullest extent in good faith to the United States government. So if you have any questions about anything that you may have gone through. Maybe you're a victim of a crime, maybe your spouse left you and now you're left hanging and not knowing if your green card's going to be alive, or maybe you're trying to apply for citizenship and you're a little bit more seasoned, or maybe you might be even younger and you might have deficiencies. Then give us a call. We're here to help you. My master's degree is in pharmacy personally. I have a healthcare background as well. And our law firm really prides working together with medical professionals, because that medical legal partnership is so important to drive success for your case. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to give us a call. We wish you the best with all your medical history and your conditions, as well as your legal case, because if you're going to that embassy and you're trying to get that visa interview, you're probably going to need extra medical backing. The government's going to make you do the medical anyways. You might as well have your lawyer working with a good doctor to basically add more gravitas to your case. And I think it's going to really help your case if you have medical issues. So we do look forward to working with you. We keep everything confidential. There are HIPAA laws that are applicable. Everything is done confidentially. So it's very important that you utilize that medical professional help along with the legal help. It's a good supplement, and it definitely gives you a better chance of winning your case with the U.S. government. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I hope this video was a little bit of a nugget to show the importance of medical legal partnerships and how it would help your case. And we wish you the best with your immigration journey. Thank you. This is U.S. Immigration Attorney Hardam Tripathi from Trip Law, and we look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.